What anime and manga means to me is it's cartoons, but it can also be a lot more than that. You can express emotions and feelings.
If you love anime or manga or want to see how animation works, do this program. Meeting like actual people who do this and getting it from the source was just wild. You get to do animation, you get to do voice acting, you get to do digital art and color your own character.
The thing that I really liked most was animating. It sort of teaches you how to like refine your style and refine your artwork.
When we were working with the toning, it was really cool because it added like a whole different atmosphere to that scene. And it's like one of the skills I hope to take back when I come back to America.
It
was a lot of fun to voice act. It way helped my Japanese. Like, it's just so cool.
If you watch anime, going on this trip is like a dream come true.
It seems like when people associate culture with things, it's something of the past, and you can forget about it once the future happens. But in Japan, it's kind of both. A lot of technical advancements, but they still have traditional values.
The Buddhist temple felt like a different world. When you walk in, you know, the lights are dim, you have to take your shoes off, and we meditated. That was crazy. The time really flies by. In this long trip, you need some of that. And when the bell rings, you're just transported back into the real world.
A lot of people, I guess, usually when they think of Japanese food, they only think of sushi, but Japan actually has like so much more food that you can try.
Ramen, onigiri, mochi,
soba, salmon sushi.
Katsu, it's so good. It's like fresh, it's soft. You can even cut it with your chopsticks.
Shoot ramen. I've never seen anything like that before.
When it comes to breakfast time, it's not the usual American breakfast. Like normally we'll eat like onigiri, which is like a rice ball stuffed with like salmon, wrapped in seaweed, sprinkle a little salt on it.
I'm also trying a lot more food because like I didn't really like fish in general, but like I'm getting a lot more used to eating it.
Trying different foods and such, you sort of learn what you like and you don't like here. But the food here is so delicious. I think it's worth it to try everything.
We took Japanese and it was kind of hard, but it was still interesting and fun. It like really helps a lot that I could like understand little parts of conversations here and there and like know when to say.
Be prepared to speak to new people. For example, our teacher actually made us interview a few people outside of our classroom, and we used the words that we learned in class. It builds up your confidence and it helps you navigate through Tokyo, because if you're afraid to talk to people, you won't be able to ask for directions for anything.
Japan is a world of its own. You're gonna have a great time. It's a really great experience.
Most of the time when you go to Japan as a tourist, you just go to Tokyo or the big cities and you don't really think about what daily life is like. But then actually coming to Nanae and then living with a family puts it all into perspective.
I'd say the homestay experience really made me comfortable. The people here are amazing. They care for you. It just felt like a second family to me.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you always have with your family, and it's like home cooked. Sometimes they challenge me to speak in Japanese so I can practice it.
Meeting students at high school, you only have a select amount of words you can use, but somehow we were still able to communicate.
You're meeting students, like they're just like you, but they're from an entirely different country, and you can still find like ways to connect, even if it's through like hand motions.
You really feel welcome, even though it's like in a completely foreign country. They'll always be so welcoming and kind to you.
Well, I think one thing I'm going to definitely take from it is how I treat others, because they treat each other with like the best respect, and I want to take that with me back home.
What I've learned from traveling with so many people from so many different places is that you can always find common interests.
I just feel like we all fit into like a puzzle, even though we're from New York, Chicago, California, but it's a lot of fun because it's like we get each other.
Our whole group watches similar animes, and that's how we connect with each other.
We're all learning new things about each other and about ourselves. Like, for example, I didn't know I'd be the guy to look at to find stores or like exploring Tokyo.
I would like doubt myself a lot, like when it came to like my social skills. And now that I've like met this group of people, I've been a lot more calm about that.
Talking to people about the similarities and the interests that we have helps me with my social skills, and also it gave me a different outlook on my art.
You just connect really easily with them. I've like learned to calm down in certain situations by watching another person's reaction.
Just learn to get along with your group and make a lot of lifelong friends. Amazing.